How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? It is your pal on wheels, Corey Hot Wheels, coming at you for another video. And in this video, as I talked about on the first episode of Six Wheels and a Mic, I was going to do a video recapping Top Notch Wrestling Alliance Champions Ball. And we are going to do that video right now. So, the first match on the card consisted of the Alpha Bros, who have been a thorn in the side of the Pattersons and their entire family for months, getting another shot at the Pattersons TWA tag titles. Now, if you remember, I believe this was at New Dawn, the Alpha Bros originally defeated the Pattersons to get the TWA titles, but it was later determined later in the night by Commissioner Vane Lewis that the referee made a mistake and the illegal competitor got pinned. So the titles were returned to the Pattersons and they had a match against the Alpha Bros to see who was the rightful TWA Tag Champs. The Alpha Bros have been, like I said, a thorn in the side of the Pattersons, even getting under the skin of Mama Patterson, which that is not a skin you want to get under. I mean, she will slap you and she does not care. So, not a good idea to get under the skin of Mama Patterson whatsoever. But nonetheless, to the delight of the TWA fans, the Pattersons did come away with the victory in that match. Now, I'm just going to say it, as a fan that has watched TWA and, for years now in professional wrestling for the majority of my life, the Alpha Bros, they are the real deal. Whether you love them or hate them, I mean, these two boys can get it done in the ring. I do believe they were trained by Alexander Crowley, so independent promoters, if you have not taken note of these boys yet, you need to. These boys are, in my opinion, the future of professional wrestling. Now, with that said, we did have a number one contenders match for the Legacy title, which pinned the Alpha Bros trainer, I do believe, Alexander Crowley, against Cameron, which ended in a no contest when both men collided and were unable to make the referee's 10 count. So we do not know yet what will be going on in the Legacy title picture. Maybe a triple threat, I don't know. We'll have to stay tuned to TWA's social media to find out what's going to come due to that no contest and not having a number one contender. Vincent Cross, after he was suspended, he viciously attacked Vane Lewis at Road to Glory, and he had a match against DC Rice. DC Rice has, been in TWA for a while. He's tag team with Farino, the Lucha Rockers, and he got a shot to take on former TWA champion Vincent Cross. Vincent Cross did come away with the win in that match with a devastating Impaler DDT. And as Damian Abel came out, they wrapped a chair around DC Rice's neck, and Vincent Cross was going to jump off the ropes onto that chair, looking to cripple DC Rice, and Commissioner Vane Lewis came out and put a stop to it and actually ended up attacking Vincent Cross. So we shall see if Vane Lewis is going to take the commissioner's suit off and lace up his wrestling boots one more time, to take down Vincent Cross once and for all. Then after a intermission, we had we have Big Rig versus Paul Bryant, the gym class hero, for the legacy title. Big Rig made Paul Bryant pass out with a bear hug, and so Big Rig was able to capture retain the TWA Legacy Championship, excuse me. But like I said, the number one contenders match earlier in the night between Alexander Crowley and Cameron ended in a no contest. So we don't know who is going to be the next in line to challenge Big Rig for the TWA Legacy title. And we had the Ballroom Blitz match between Draven Post and Mr. Samuel in what was an absolutely brutal match. Draven Post made his return and viciously assaulted Mr. Samuel a while back, and these two decided they wanted to settle it in the Ballroom Blitz match, which was granted by TWA management. And, these two guys beat the living heck out of each other, and it was an absolutely outstanding match. And Samuel had Draven laid across I think it was 4 or 6 steel chairs, and delivered a devastating elbow drop to pick up the win. Shout out to my buddy Larry, who actually reffed that match. He did a great job as well. I'm really happy he's back doing reffing. He's great. He's one of my best friends and has really helped me out a lot with this channel, and I just want to give him a quick shout out, for his hard work. Referees, they make the match, man. You cannot have a wrestling match without the referees, and the work that these guys do behind the scenes to set up the show, set up the ring, thank you very much to professional wrestling referees. But with that said, Mr. Samuel has now become a Grand Slam champion. He's won the TWA title. He's won the TWA Legacy title, the TWA Tag Team titles, and now he is a Ballroom Blitz winner. So, Mr. Samuel, congratulations, my friend, on becoming TWA's first ever Grand Slam champion. And in the main event, a match that has been 2 months in the making, at New Dawn, we saw Connor Cross just devastate Zayden Kane to the point where the referee had to stop the match because Zayden was unable to continue. And Zayden was sidelined with a neck injury for a while. And Zayden finally came back and wanted his revenge on Connor Cross. And, ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to say Zayden Kane is now the TWA champion. A match that started from the get-go with Connor Cross not even able to get in the ring. Zayden immediately flew out of the ropes onto Connor Cross and just started whooping on him from the opening get-go, and eventually was able to make the Ultimate Submission Machine submit to a devastating Fujiwara armbar. So congratulations, Zayden Kane, on becoming TWA champion. I think it's a long time in the making. Well deserved, and I think Zayden is going to be a great, great champion. Oh, and I almost forgot, there was one more match I forgot to talk about. It was Damian Abel versus relatively TWA newcomer Tsunami Tommy, in a match that Damian Abel picked up the win with a devastating black hole slam. So guys, that's going to do it for the TWA Champions Ball recap. Hope you guys enjoyed. Happy WrestleMania week. This is a huge week for all us professional wrestling fans. I'm in my John Cena gear. You guys know who I'm going for. I talked about it on Six Wheels and a Mic. 17-time champ right here, baby. Well, not me, John Cena. I'm just dressed in John Cena gear, but y'all get my point. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Take care.